Alright gang, welcome to Adobe Camera Raw. As landscape photographers, Adobe Camera Raw is where we will do most of our image adjustments. Actually, often all of the image adjustments will be completed here, and we'll open up into Photoshop just so we can save it off as an image file. But Adobe Camera Raw is a very powerful image manipulation tool. The interface for Adobe Camera Raw is far more intuitive than Photoshop's interface, so I recommend that whenever possible perform as many adjustments as you can in Adobe Camera Raw and leave as little as possible for Photoshop. So how do we get images into Adobe Camera Raw? Well, earlier in some of the bridge discussions we were showing you how to open one image in Adobe Camera Raw. Now we'll show you that you can actually open multiple images in Adobe Camera Raw. I've pre-selected two images to do this with, and they have a yellow label, so we'll come over here to our yellow label and click on it. Now we see the two images. We'll control click on both of them, then come up here to our aperture icon, which is our icon for clicking on to open in in Camera Raw, Adobe Camera Raw. And here we go. For most of you, the first time you open it, it'll actually not be this large of a view. It'll be a smaller view like this. And if you want to see the big Camera Raw workspace, go ahead and click this little switch right here. It'll toggle you between the full screen mode and the smaller screen mode. So there we go. We've clicked it open, and now we have the workspace filling our entire computer screen. Okay, because we have two images, we have now an area over here on the left where we can click to whichever image we want to work on. If we had more images selected, they would be strung out down under here. If we had only opened one image, then this entire pane here would be closed. It would not be open at all. So let's get started and show you what's in here. This area up here is a set of tools. We'll go through those in a little bit. And then over here are additional ways to adjust your image. Notice that these are actual tabs. And what we're going to be doing is working through some of these tabs. And in Adobe Camera Raw, they've really set up this interface to work on this tab first, start from top to bottom. Then when you're finished on this tab, click the next tab, do your work on this tab, and so on all the way through the tabs, making it real simple, left to right, top to bottom. Real nice workflow. Now if you think about it, since this is for converting raw images into image files, or doing work on them as they actually convert into image files and save off as image files in Photoshop, the tools that we have available to us here are specifically tools that would be of interest to us as landscape photographers. There aren't a lot of graphics tools or other tools for other professionals. It's really geared for photographers, which makes it very powerful for us and very easy for us to work the workflow and intuitive, etc. So let's finish running you around the workspace here. Okay, now we're going to talk about the buttons down here in the lower right hand corner of the workspace. We're going to make an adjustment first. We'll take the temperature and drive it really warm. If we click done, it'll take us back into Adobe Bridge with the settings that we just made. They were applied. Let's run back in to see our other options. If we make a setting now, let's make it really cool, and click cancel, then the settings that I just made to make it really cool do not apply. It forgets about those and takes us back into Bridge. Alright, let's go back in. If we make it really cool again, and then click Open Image, the settings apply, and then it brings up Photoshop and opens the image up in Photoshop with those really cool settings. Okay, there's the image. Let's go ahead and close Photoshop. No, we don't want to save the changes. And let's go back into Bridge. Whoops, I made a mistake there. Cancel. We have to have them both selected. Go back into Bridge. Okay, that's what's going on with these buttons down in the lower right hand side of the image. Take that back to the way it was. Alright, down here they've put a little arrow. You can move forward and backwards through images. I never use that. I simply just come over here and click on them to bounce around them. Over here on the far left there's a Save Image button. You click on it and you can save it off the image in a particular destination. I never use this. I have not found this useful at all. Perhaps other types of photographers do, but as a landscape photographer, I don't think we're going to have much use for this particular feature. Another thing to be aware of in this work area is this little hot link down here. If we click on it, it'll bring up another dialog box, Workflow Options. We'll discuss this in clip 5, but I wanted to make you aware of it now and what's going on here. Alright, we'll cancel that out. We did show you in Adobe Bridge how you can adjust the Adobe Camera Raw preferences. If you click on this tab right here, you'll be able to reach that same box and adjust preferences. This is not something I recommend doing. Any adjustments here, they come out with defaults that I think work fine for what we do. So we'll just cancel out of there.